All right, welcome back to my channel. It's Plain Decoded. Thanks for subbing and liking and supporting me on Patreon. My game yesterday was an epic failure. Nothing was hitting. So if you see none of my times hitting that I put up, the astrology's not at play. I cashed out when they were up ahead, and that last drive came back for them to win. I cashed out right when it was even money to just get my money out. If you see none of my times are hitting for scores, just cash it out if you took any of my advice on the money line. Um, I did have like if you look at the notes, like I had two field goals right, like but the times weren't right. Like if it's not within 1 to 2 minutes of the exact time I say, like this is accurate. Like it's not hitting when if it's not like if you don't see it like pretty accurate, like maximum 2 minutes, 3 minutes, then just like astrology is most likely not playing. So I'm gonna do the Bills game here, and the Bills are the favorites, and they're away. It starts at 8:30. So the Sun and Venus are for the dog because they're the first in the 10th house, and then I mean sorry for the favorite, and then the dog is for Saturn and Mars, and that'll be the Bengals. So Sun and Venus for the favorite, and Saturn and Mars for the dog, and so it starts at 8:30 local in Cincinnati. The dispositor of the part of fortune can't be used because it's currently the seventh Lord Seven for the dog. Um, And so what's happening is that the moon is at 29 degrees and 22 minutes, and it's applying to trine Venus and it's 35 minutes away from doing that. And Venus is moving fast too. So it's also applying to oppose Venus, and the anticha of Venus, and Venus is at 0 degrees Sagittarius, but it moves backwards. The antichas move backwards. So I'll jump ahead to 9:42 is when they exact. So a problem here is that you're not supposed to take the moon into the next sign. So it's not quite in the next sign yet, but it's about to switch into the sign. And it did trine it, but it didn't go exact yet. Um, so the moon is trining Venus, but it can't move to the next sign to be used. And so to get to 0 degrees on Venus, it's going to have to do that. So I think that might be a problem. But it is opposing right here at 29:58. It's exacting the anticha. So right down here is the anticha of Venus, which is also on the IC. So this could be a scoring play here at 9:42. I think I have that in my notes. So I think that the Bills should win as long as they're the true favorites and as long as astrology's hitting. If you see my times, any of my times coming through, like it's a good sign. So here's my times. And I did this quick on lunch break here. So I like the double check mark ones. I like the check mark ones. 9:42. I have that up here. Let's put a check mark there for a score. So like I showed in my last video, if you can score the drives, do that. Just do scores because like it's not necessarily T is going to come through. I did have like some winning bets because I just did scores last night, and I wanted to review that, but I'm at work and it takes a long time to review. Just know like if you see any of these times coming through, it's a good sign. So I like the Bills to win, and I like some of these times. Take a screenshot, follow along, see if any of them are hitting. It should be within 1 to 2 minutes, uh, 2 to 3 max, right? I like right when it's on the minute, and it happens a lot. All right, so thanks for watching, and let's go Bills.